Hello everyone, welcome back to the Toon Revival. We are fourth in the league after a couple of very good results for us. We ground them out a little bit, but I don't really mind that. They were both away from home. First of all, we got to talk about Newcastle versus Bournemouth. We absolutely swarmed them. We were all over them. We had many shots all over different positions, left wing, right wing, through balls, over the top, headed attempts on goal from corners and crosses. In the end, we managed to scrape one goal out of the entire match, and that one was courtesy of Joel Linton. Just took the ball on the edge of the area from a through ball and managed to just pop it past the stranded goalkeeper. Aston Villa were a slightly more tricky subject. We got the goal from Almiron picking up a loose ball on the edge of the area, turning and unleashing a left-footed shot from outside of the area. So we managed to hang on to that one. In both cases, we came under some late pressure, but the defence held on. Talking of defence, we've got things that we need to talk about regarding that, because first of all, we have an injury. Let's just go into the game plan so you can see, and straight away you can see that Matt Hummels, our best player in the entire squad, is injured and will be until January, so he's going to be out until probably the second or third game this month. We're not too worried about it. It's just a little knock he picked up in a match. It's nothing too serious, but he is out for the time being, meaning that despite the fact that Shah is listed there, it's actually Todibo that's getting the opportunity. Speaking of Todibo, we've got things to talk about with him because I got a message from my team telling me that Todibo did not want to renew his contract, and indeed he is interested in playing for another team. I've offered him a new contract. I've basically maxed it out completely because I think he's a very good young player who is only going to get better, and he will eventually be probably our first choice defender. Hummels is probably only going to last a couple more years at most. He's going to be declining, if not already declining. Yeah, there you go. You see, so at some point their paths are going to cross. Hummels is like an excellent header of the ball. The number of times that we've had someone try to play a ball over the top and he's just got up alongside their striker and he's managed to just knock it forward for our midfield to pick up on. I've lost count. But having said that, I do think that Todibo, in time, given the fact that he is 190 centimetres, excuse me, it's reasonably late here. His jumping is 85, his heading is not bad at all. I think he's got the potential that he'll be able to take over that role. Plus the fact that he is, for a centre back, pretty rapid. I really want to hang on to the lads, so hopefully we can do something there. Share, if we get a good offer for him, I'm not opposed to letting him go. He's not the quickest anymore. He is declining. He's on 31 grand a week, which is not like a terrible amount, but he's worth 14 million. If we get a bid in the realm of 12.5, 13 million, I'll consider letting him go. And the reason I would consider letting him go is because of our new youth intake. And you should see the players that we have. Ready yourselves. I'm just going to let you take that in for a second. Fazio, Farfan, Ribery, Biglia, Mathieu, Hilton and Dante, Paredes, Babel, Defoe, Wanfran, Pereira, Mandanda, like a who's who of the recently retired. The thing is, like, I don't know what your guys' opinion on signing like regenerated players is. As far as I'm concerned, the other teams are going to go for them, so I might as well go for them as well. And here is a good reason as to why I'm not too worried about the loss potentially of Share. Look, Fazio I can sign him literally just for the wages, which are going to be 13 grand a week. He is an absolute monolith. He's not the quickest, but neither is Hummels, frankly. Defensively, he's solid as a rock. He's only 17 years old. He's going to get better. His player skills, he's got heading, he's got man marking, he's got interception, he's got everything that you would want. He's a well balanced player. I'm definitely going to be signing either him or Mathieu. The reason I'm thinking of Mathieu is because Dummett has also said he's not going to sign a new contract, so I'm in the process of trying to get rid of him. I'm still not 100% sold on Verdonk, and I think it's mainly because his speed is just a little bit of an issue for us at the moment. So I might end up letting Verdonk go if we get the right bid in, and I'll replace him with Mathieu. Mathieu is capable, just like Verdonk, of playing centre back and left back. I remember when he first came to my attention, he was actually playing left back. I can't remember who for. It was before he moved to Barcelona, though. It may have been for Valencia. I seem to remember him playing for Valencia. Um, so yeah, he played left back there at the time, and I remember him coming to my attention, and I thought, oh, he's a really good player. And I've signed him in multiple Master Leagues. But when he went to Barcelona, he turned into more of a centre back, and even I think played in the defensive midfield role, which Yaya Toure played in when he was there. So he's an option as well. He's not as highly rated. There's only one in it. Um, but the main thing to think about is the fact that he can cover a multitude of roles. And if you look at him, he's actually a really well balanced player. He's quicker than Fazio is. His heading's not too bad. His jumping is pretty bad, but he's 189 centimetres. He's got the height advantage to begin with. We could always train him up on jumping if we needed to. And at 16 years old, he's got plenty of room to grow. The other thing, of course, is that I would more than likely play him more on the left of defence than I would in the centre of defence. So you've got to look at things like crossing, dribbling, things like that. And he does have all of those abilities. Again, pardon me, he does have all of the abilities to be a pretty decent left back. So that's another option for us. Now, Farfan, I've long been a fan of Farfan. And he can play anywhere across the front or in the attacking midfield even. So he would give us lots of options. The only real issue is that he doesn't really have that much in the way of strength. He's not defensively minded at all. So I would primarily deploy him as one of the front three. I think he's got enough strength that he might be able to play through the middle. But yeah, certainly I would consider playing him on the left wing so that he can cut in on his right foot. He does inspire dribbling through, so that's something. You look at his weak foot accuracy, it's excellent. His weak foot usage, he does use it a reasonable amount. His form is good. His injury resistance is excellent at his age as well. His speed is his main selling point. Also, he's got pretty good dribbling and tight possession, so he would be a good option. And then Frank Ribery, I don't need to tell you about Frank Ribery. He's one of the world's best players on his day, or he was at least. So I think 3 out of the top 5 here I'm probably going to end up signing before the end of the transfer window, but it all depends on what happens as far as players that we move out, and also remembering that we've only really just recovered our form from all of the changes that we made in the summer anyway, so I don't want to upset the apple cart too much more. That notwithstanding, today we are playing West Ham, and we were going to play the FA Cup match against Manchester United. We may still do that. If we do, that's going to be a bumper long episode. We'll probably give it a go, eh? You deserve a long episode every now and then. What are the scouts saying? They found a new player. Let's have a look. They recommended Justin Kluivert to me a little while ago, which is great, except for the fact that he's £51 million. I can't afford that. Well, I probably could with the right sales, but I'm not going to. Under, I mean, he's a very good player. I've heard of him a few times before, and I think he might even have been linked with Arsenal at one point. But again, like it's not the budget of player that I'm looking for here. So I think we'll probably ignore the scouting report for now. let's get the game with West Ham underway. And after such a good run of form, chances are we're going to end up losing this one. So, just to warn you. Okay, we're going to play Coco on the left. Alan, not in good form. And also, I found that Coco is actually a very able deputy in that position. Todibo and Lascelles partnering in the centre of defence. Henriks on the right, Willems on the left. Dubravka obviously in goal again. Shah's in amazing form. I'm very tempted to actually play him alongside Lascelles. They're going to be playing Haller up front with Snodgrass and Lanzini off of him. Do they have a lot of height? They've got speed, so I'll probably keep Todibo there. Shelby, and I think we'll go for Nkunku just for the extra physicality, and then Joel Linton ahead of Richie and Coco. Let's give that a go. Make sure the kits aren't going to clash. No, they should be fine. Let's get at them.
Well, we have the most perfect day for you. A warm hello in every sense of the word. The sun is out and football has a special place on this most.
It does look surprisingly like the London Stadium, it has to be said.
We've all been looking forward for so very, very long, and it means so very, very much. The scene could not be more beautiful. The pitch looks terrific. The players are ready to get started, and we cannot wait for the contest that lies ahead. And we have in front of us this gloriously imposing arena.
Shelby doing very well to hang on to the ball under duress.
Well, a quick look at the opposition, and results really have not been good for them at all just recently. They haven't won at all in the last three.
No, there's no hiding place, Peter. This is becoming a little too serious, and with the usual sound bites being bandied about, they're beginning to run out of excuses for me.
Right, here we go.
The atmosphere amongst the supporters has turned to
nearly
one of strain, and I just hope the players can cure that before the pressure becomes unbearable, I suppose.
And already we're underway here. So this, the first game beyond the halfway point of the season.
Everything feels very compressed at the moment. It all feels very narrow.
Newcastle are having a tough week. It is a crazy schedule for them.
Yeah, it's a tough spell, and guarding against
Come on, Coco, you got to get back on there.
Is key now. Tiredness can be the blame for more injuries, so it's an opportunity for the manager to
do your best to win that ball back. Well done. Oh, he's run it out of play for a throw, but at least he got back and tried to win the ball.
So who's he picking out?
That's a poor pass.
There's the ball in.
Okay.
Clearance and very necessary. And out to safety.
Come on, boys. This feels very bitty today. Very bitty indeed. I'm not liking it.
Lanzini.
Got a bad feeling about it.
Lanzini!
Maybe we made one too many changes in the team. I don't know.
That's a little unfortunate. He had a lot of people worried then.
And it's played forward. Newcastle, clearly one of the informed teams in the league right now. 5 wins out of 5 coming into this game, and hopes for them are rising all the time. Chooses to go back. Hits one!
Oh, unlucky.
And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside.
Barely, but it was offside, so we have to give it to him.
Keeper's got good distance on that.
Has to be said though, right now, not feeling it.
Snodgrass needed to come up with a better ball.
Was too timid to make it through the defence. It'll be
Oh,
noted.
that's a bad pass.
Upon, I'm sure.
He's left his man.
That's a good tackle though.
Todibo going full steam ahead down the left flank. He acknowledges that he should have come up with something better there.
The movement was good, but the pass lacked authority, a cause of mild frustration.
Ritchie.
Go on. Oh, lovely. Lovely mop-up play from the Brazilian centre-forward, Joelinton. Is he Brilliant? I may have completely got his nationality wrong there.
Well, look, regardless of whether the keeper could have done better or not, Peter,
but that's brilliant play there. Picked the ball up, ran at the defence, played a nice little through ball, and got the return. Opened up the defence, and in the end, Ritchie might not have been able to finish it off, but Joelinton was there to mop up what he couldn't. If I'd just used a bit of the R2 button, might have been able to get a finesse finish on it, but I feel like the goalkeeper managed to palm it away when it was just creeping inside the post anyway, so maybe the R2 button would have just taken the power off of it and
you can hear the approval from the support
stopped him from being able to punch it away. Oh dear. And straight away, West Ham on the offensive. Gotta love a team that get right back at you.
Just refuses to be outmuscled. Going through, hit into the middle. West Ham are taking a simple, modern approach here.
Yeah, but I'm all for simplicity, Peter, if it works.
No.
Collective sigh of relief from the defence.
Couldn't select the right player and they took advantage. That's a very agricultural tackle. I would be upset if they'd scored off the back of that, because that did feel a little bit foully.
Willems. Willems has come steaming up from the back for this.
This feels good. This feels very good. Ooh.
He just whacks it away. Just brushed off the ball there. Willems hoists it forward.
Yeah, that's top defending and preventing him turning, which can open up many possibilities.
He's looked long this time. Snodgrass.
Come on, boys. Got to defend it. Well defended. Brilliant tackle.
Snodgrass cuts a frustrated figure right now. He just cannot get away.
Look, he could do with someone else taking responsibility to shift the target. He badly needs some help here.
It's found its way to it, and the shot!
Unlucky.
That's a half-decent try.
Must have been a deflection though, because I don't think that he's that bad at shooting. Old Coco. Indeed, it is a corner.
Plays it back. And the shot!
Pile driver. Oh,
Fine save.
absolute thunderbastard of a shot.
Then. A magnificent effort.
Another corner for Newcastle.
And that has been cleared. Shelvey. It's
Go on, Shelvey. Unfortunate.
Going after it. He's got options in the box if he gets his head up. Nicely controlled. Gets the chance to...
Go on. Oh! Fantastic volley. The goalkeeper's done fantastically well to keep that out.
This possibly the last play of the half. Diop with the clearance. Over to the left. Chance to cross here. But Noble gets it away.
One more cross, come on.
Played it again. Shoots!
Oh yes, through the goalkeeper's legs, and that's the second goal. And it's no more than Newcastle deserve.
Now, and they are cruising. Well, from right in front of goal, there was no way he was going to miss.
Yeah, and teamwork was key to that.
Slightly lower cross in the first.
Engineering to set him free.
Goalkeeper
in the box.
really shouldn't have come out, but he did, and paid the price for his overcommittal. And that will do. That's a very, very handy first half of football at London Stadium. And Newcastle, who don't normally travel well down to London, are 2-0 up and cruising.
Themselves into a very good position. So why dither from here when they can repeat their first half success with another show of strength?
Newcastle in control.
Everything looking pretty good, to be fair. Fullbacks feeling a bit tired. We might take them off of auto attack now. Other than that, the rest of the team looking fresh as a daisy and ready to go. We have taken the attacking fullback instruction off.
Hayden, Lascelles, Henriks, Jonjo Shelvey.
Oh dear, that's a very loose pass. Done very well, Hayden, to win that back.
Newcastle have been mighty impressive in
we have offered Hayden a new 5-year deal because I absolutely love the dude. I think he's a fantastic defensive midfielder. He might not be world class, but he does exactly what you need him to do with a minimum of fuss.
Patrick. Forward it goes. Lascelles does well there, alert. He's got options out wide.
That's a bit too strong, never mind.
It's out for a goal kick.
We've got lots of space on this right-hand side here. Ooh, it's a good tackle.
Patrick plays it forward.
Oh, that's not that's not a good tackle.
Has a hit!
Oh, it's a very good save.
Denied.
Thank you kindly to Bravka, because we couldn't keep it. I mean, that lad up front for West Ham, and I'm forgetting his name, it's Haller, I think. He's a strong bastard, he really is. He can hold the ball up lovely. Going to struggle with him in this half, I think. Hummels normally helps us out a little bit with that. Oh, I'll tell you what, we're lucky there.
Certainly could have and should have made more of that.
We are exceedingly lucky there. We've gotten away with one. Now let's see what our options are. We'll be playing it out to the right here.
Are looking to stay solid through the core of the second half. They have been vulnerable lately. Hayden tries to get it forward quickly. Nicely measured pass. He's got it and shapes to shoot!
Ooh.
He's there to hoof it away.
They've done well to keep the ball in there. And he's got past the man.
Now it's Snodgrass. Ball's loose.
Go on, get on it. Well done. Back to keeper. Safe and sound.
Lascelles
oh dear.
It forward.
Oh dear, oh dear. That might be a penalty.
And that really is the last thing they wanted to do.
Well, I think the alternative was to stand.
I wasn't trying to tackle the man, I was actually trying to slide in front of the man in case he let off an early shot. And I think this is a penalty. I'd be surprised if it's not. Okay. Oh, he saved it! I'm not going to say justice because they absolutely deserve the penalty. But
Ritchie.
I'm very relieved,
Played into
put it that
space
way.
out wide.
Henrik's on a bit of a lung-busting
Positions himself
run,
well and
considering
cuts
we're
it
not
out.
playing attacking fullbacks. He's
Now
very
some
high
movement
up on the pitch.
bench, and we are
Fornals
going to
coming
see a
on there for
change.
Noble. Oh dear, Matt, that's not what we needed. In fact, I'm going to take the opportunity now to bring on Muto, I think. Yeah, give him a little bit of a run out. Bit more
Newcastle
muscle, a
have
little less
turned to their
speed
bench,
down this
and
right
we're
hand
going to
side.
have a substitution.
I think Muto is naturally right footed, so it will give us more of a crossing ability on the right hand side of that attacking three.
Diop with a searching ball. It's Muto. Oh, sweet feet. Henriks. Looking for space out wide.
Not that he can cross a ball worth a damn.
Now the counter. Wilshere. Pass needed to be better than that.
Okay,
and
got
he
away
knows
with
it.
that. Good tackle, well done.
Willems has created one goal already. It's gone for a throw-in. Weston making another change here.
Well, he's worked so hard for his
Maybe
side.
now is the
As
time
you would
with a
expect,
2-0
but
lead.
Couldn't help notice that he was starting to labour a bit, so it's no surprise.
We're just going to drop into this default, not default, but you know what I mean. We're going to just shore things up a little bit. Okay, we're going to try something, and this is weird. But Nkunku's going to play right back for us. Because Frederick's legs have really gone on... Henrik's legs, sorry, have really gone on him. And I don't want to risk an injury to him.
There's a long ball. Away from immediate danger.
And that almost immediately backfired on us, so that's good. Right, come on, we've got to concentrate here because they've already shown they're dangerous from corners.
And that has been cleared. Has a hit! Hits one! And he heaves it forward. And somehow he managed to miss it.
And he could have eased the pressure on his team by taking them within one of an equaliser.
Wilshere with the cross. Receives it. He's gone for it! Goal at his mercy, and somehow he's missed it.
And this is what's happened in the last few games, is that we've been laid siege to late on, and there doesn't seem to be any way of escaping the pressure. But this is actually the first time that I've decided to... Oh, come on, let's just concentrate a second.
Antonio.
To play slightly more defensively with the extra man at the base of the midfield.
Antonio swung up to meet it.
And they've got their goal, and now I'm starting to panic a little bit.
With so little time left.
Does feel ever so slightly scripted.
That is a fine goal, really efficiently done.
Oh, look, it's often the timing of the jump that dictates what you can do with any header, and if you get it slightly wrong...
Right, we just need to be sensible now, hold on to the ball. We have the ball. As long as we've got possession, West Ham, Westham, however you want to say it, cannot score.
Lascelles.
It is just a question of running down the clock now. Nkunku. 4 added minutes on the board.
Oh, Christ.
Oh, well intercepted, really alert to the danger. Rice. Wilshere. And it's Masuaku. And here's Lanzini. Muto. And that is it.
Okay,
The referee has seen
that
enough.
probably shouldn't have been so
Newcastle
nervous
may
as it
find the
was,
odd
but
goal.
still a 2-1
Really
result
could have
at
gone
the
either
end of
way,
the
but a
day is
win
more
is
than
a
we
win. How would you summarise what we've seen today then, Jim?
Look, you often need
more than we
resolve
might
and
have got,
resilience when
but
under more pressure
less
away
than we
from
could
home,
have.
but
It's
I
probably the
thought
best
their
way of
efforts
saying that.
deserved that.
Well, thanks for your company, Jim, and a very good day to you.
Okay, we had some middling performances there. Nkunku, not surprisingly, didn't play too well, but I think that's mainly because he played most of his game at right back. Still, 4th place. We're slightly adrift from the top 3, it has to be said. Manchester City at the top of the table on 54 points. They've not drawn a single game all season. Preston, Watford, Burnley holding up the table. Okay, so there's quite a pack chasing 4th place. We're going to try our best to hang on to 4th, but I'm not entirely sure that we can. Now, we've got... Here's the question, and we're going to get a negotiation day come up in the meantime. Do we play our first 11 against Manchester United? I've just noticed some of the stadium names don't appear to be correct. I'll have to go in and correct those later. Okay, let's have a look and see what we've been offered for our players. What is going on? Okay, we've not been given any offers. That's fine. We'll accept that. That's not a problem. Right, Todibo, unsurprisingly, because he wants to leave, negotiations have failed on that one. Okay. Hayden is happy to sign on for another 5 years. Definitely going to confirm that one. Very happy to keep him on at the club. Looks like Todibo may be leaving. I'm going to do my best to play him as much as I can between now and then to see if we can get him to stay. It's not looking great, is it though? There we go. What's going on in the office? We've got some messages. Okay, so Hummels has recovered from his injury, so he's available to play for us now. Todibo, obviously not able to confirm. Believes he'll be a better opportunity to showcase skills at another club. No, I mean, that's fair enough at the moment. Hayden, no problem at all, and Bodmer, obviously there was no problem there either. Okay, well, we're definitely going to play Todibo against Manchester United. We may play him alongside Hummels just to get Hummels back up and running again. Let's make sure that everything is correct so that we don't have to change it every single time. Bruno Varela has joined Arsenal from Roma for 2.4 million. Should we have a quick look? Since we're on a very, very long episode, we might as well make it even longer. Hey, let's have a look at the transfer market news and see what's going on as far as players moving and shaking. So there's the Bruno Varela deal confirmed. He's a 27-year-old goalkeeper, rated at 75, and Arsenal have got him for a pretty decent price of 2.496. Ashley Williams, is that Ashley Williams? It probably is. I can't think of too many Welsh centre-backs called A. Williams. It must be a regen because he's 17. He's moved from Stade Rennes to Brighton. Russian player Rizhikov has moved to... I don't know who that is. Is Boca Juniors maybe? I don't know. Barisha, Freddie, Jones, Roger. Let's have a look for some big money transfers. Hello, 27 million for Giovinco, 34-year-old striker, and he has moved to a Saudi team following the blood money, I see. Okay, Kotsa, £8 million to a team I don't recognise the badge for, and Longstaff, that was confirmed at the beginning of January. He's now left the club, unfortunately. All the best to him. I hope he makes himself a lot of money, and he makes us a lot of money because we have a 15% sell-on clause. Bizzari, 2 million. Antonelli, he's gone for 4.3. He's still a decent player. De Rossi, Daniel De Rossi. He's moved to Inter Milan for 2.4 million. 38 years old now. 13 million for Rodrigo. That'll do. Bored now. Should we crack on? Okay, so we're going to play Hummels alongside... not in the best of form, is he? We're going to have to power through, though. Hayden... Let's play Bodmer instead of Hayden. And let's play Mandzukic and Coco up front. And we're not going to play Nkunku because he's bang out of form, so we'll bring in Key. And let's pop Yedlin on the bench for Donk. I think that's going to do us. Be interesting to see how we do against Manchester United. I didn't check, actually, I didn't look to see the team that United were playing.
Well, whatever time of day or night it is with you, welcome along to a game which is threatened, I have to tell you, by...
Maybe they'll put the lineups on. That looks like a very familiar lineup, in fairness. Pogba's playing, that's never good.
It hasn't arrived just yet, but it will do shortly. Glad to report, though, that hasn't...
I'm just going to have a quick look, just to see. Okay, so Balde up front, Andreas... Pereira, Martial and Pizzi across the midfield with Pogba and Scott McTominay at the base. And a back four of Young, Lindelof, Maguire and Shaw with David De Gea behind them. Okay, so that's pretty much their first choice.
Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
Well, a player who's learned fast for me is Luke Shaw, a fullback who likes to involve himself in matters at the offensive end of the pitch, but he covers the ground with speed and a good work ethic, so I think he's coming on really well.
Yes, he'd be my pick too. It's going to be all about how they get the best out of him. Now it's Keita.
Good ball winning there.
Jonjo Shelvey. It's a fine challenge and it goes his way. Well, they're looking at the referee, but he's waved play on. Ashley Young.
I think we can count ourselves a little bit unfortunate not to get something out of that.
Looking to hit the front line. And it's Keita. Andreas Pereira. Well weighted. Now it's Keita. Ashley Young. And here's Keita. Can he deliver? That's great strength on the ball. He wasn't very far from making something happen by himself. Lovely to see.
Manchester United have pushed both fullbacks into quite advanced positions here.
Yeah, that's interesting. So what are they attempting to do?
Well, it's a bold attempt, in my opinion, to occupy the opposition in a way they're not expecting.
Andreas Pereira, Keita. Good ball.
Uh-oh. That's well won.
Mats Hummels. Almiron. And it's Mandzukic. Shot goes for goal!
Oh, it's a goal! It's a beautiful goal. Just lobbed it over De Gea. He'd already committed to his near post, and it's Henriks. After all of those long shots, Henriks finally gets back on the score sheet after that fantastic close control goal of before. Just the goalkeeper, all kinds of wrong-footed, went entirely the wrong way.
Big occasion, big goal, crucial lead. Keita looks to get on the end of this. Pizzi. And here's Keita. Just brushed off the ball there. Andreas Pereira. Whistle's gone, that's a foul.
I thought that was an honest tussle for the ball, honestly. Used the word honest one too many times in that sentence, haven't I? Here's Pogba. He can hit them. Oh, he can hit them. Good lord. Well done, Martin Dubravka, getting back on your feet so quickly. Good goodness gracious me.
Willems. Keita. Henriks. Hardly anything between the sides, and it's 1-0. Good take, and he's had a look. Plays it back. Todibo.
Panicked a little bit there, I'll be honest.
Lindelof gets good distance on it. Goes for it.
Oh, it's a good shot. He did spill it momentarily, but De Gea's too good to not get back and...
He did well to rescue it, though, I'll give him that.
Foul?
Keita, a definite foul there.
Oh, okay. I'll take it. Not going to complain.
Ashley Young. Coming up to half-time, leading, and things are looking pretty good. Andreas Pereira tries to stroke it through.
Go on, you can get on that.
Looking to run on
Well done. Not very happy he's given away a corner of all things, but with Hummels in the box, we should be okay.
Henriks gets it away. Almiron tries to get it forward quickly. Pogba battles to win it back. Gets it back.
Oh, well done. Well won.
Good run down the right. Where could this lead? He's left his man. Going for goal!
Oh! The entire goal at his mercy, and he just sticks it straight ahead of him. Oh, well, never mind. That was a fantastic run from Coco, though. Plenty of pace. Using it well.
It's a clearance, but not much of one. Bit of an appeal, but nothing doing. Martial. He gets past his man. Lobs it in gently. A good ball.
Nice little
And a chance for
toe on the ball, just took it away from the attacking player. Just keep this clear of our goal line.
And that has been cleared.
That will do. I don't know what I was thinking, heading that back into the box. But we'll take that 1-0 at half-time, thanks to the right-back, Henriks, with his second goal for the club, if I remember correctly.
Well, this team has found a real rhythm to their game. The players seem to have clicked well. There's good movement off the ball. The passes are sticking. No one's afraid to have a go.
Newcastle leading a cagey game here. It's had its moments, and it's 1-0 at the break. The action has already resumed here.
Newcastle really need to go and grab another goal now, Peter, if they're going to go on and secure this.
No, that's not the ball he wanted. McTominay. Shaw. Keeps everyone guessing. Shaw has got himself a free kick. He gets the ticking off and needs to be very careful now.
Well, I think the referee would have told him to rein it in or suffer the consequences.
Mandzukic. Henriks. Played into space out wide. Gets away from his opponents. Hits it first time.
Oh!
No, not this time.
Manchester United can defend those situations better by stopping the crosser at source.
So close to a second goal.
Shaw. Played in with accuracy. He's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Max Hummels. Jonjo Shelvey. Now it's Keita. Hoists it forward. And now the breakaway. Going through. That's a real
Referee.
stopper. He's put an end to the threat.
I don't understand how that cannot be a
Shaw
foul.
very firm in standing his ground there. It is a tough, full contact contest.
Manchester United are definitely going about this the right way.
This isn't the time to talk about risks now, Jim, is it? They just have to hurl everything at it and hope for a break.
Just has to be done.
And Mandzukic spreads it towards the left. Gets the better of his man. Willems. Crosses in a low one.
Ah, just put it behind his man.
Played forward. Keita gets into a dangerous position. Almiron. Oh, that's nice. Almiron. Chance!
Oh!
A real chance and a real let-off.
Oh, no, that was a chance. What a chance.
Suddenly out of nowhere, Newcastle United are playing sexy, sexy football.
McTominay does well to read it and intercepts. There really wasn't very much in that, not far away from being a telling final ball.
Manchester United seem to have chosen a tougher route through the middle. That was easily read and dealt with.
Again, he's taken the man, not the ball, and
Manchester
nothing given.
United making another change here. And the whistle's gone. For offside.
Oh, cheeky. He's gone for the overhead kick again. One of these days that's going to come off. I daren't make a change, but I'm going to have to. Both of the fullbacks are coming off.
So here comes a substitution.
I'm going to turn off attacking fullbacks as well.
De Gea sends that a long way. Shaw.
Oof, overcommitted there. Got
Good
back.
challenge. He just stood firm.
Somehow
got
he's
away.
managed to keep the hold of the ball though. There's Shelvey doing his job. And there's
Well, the crowd
Yedlin.
clearly like what they just saw.
And
Some
Yedlin is
real
pacey as well.
no-nonsense defending.
Now Coco.
He's left his man. Drilled in low.
Oh, ho, ho.
This is good ball retention, and it should be enough from here, but they want to double their advantage.
It's Coco on the
Helps
ball again.
available out
He's
wide.
got bags of space.
Gets the
Can he
better of
find
his
his man
man.
this time?
Lovely
Oh, he
bit of
cuts
skill there.
inside. Is he going to take a shot? He does, and he can't get it off his left foot
Just needed better
quite
contact.
right. He puts it
Another example
wide of the
how
post.
comfortable this team is on the break.
But Coco is dangerous all over the pitch at the moment. Maybe should have
Manchester
just
United making consecutive
passed it to
changes
one of
here.
his teammates
Yeah,
in a
it's
better
pretty obvious as
position.
to who was going to be
But,
taken
you know,
off.
when
His
you've
energy
gone on a
levels
run like
began
that,
to sag,
It's so
and he
tempting
was
to
never gonna
try
last
and
until the
take the
final
glory
whistle.
for yourself. Here he goes again. Mandzukic.
Decent-looking ball.
He's going to get beaten to the ball by the defender.
Just bludgeoned away.
Newcastle are clearly looking to kill this game off. It's keeping the ball away from the other end too.
He's put it on the right now. What's on? Almiron. It's a brilliant interception.
There's a real appetite from them to finally put this game
Ooh,
to
the game's
bed,
looking a little bit
but
stretched all
will
of a
they?
sudden.
Shapes to shoot!
Ooh, gotten away with that one.
A fine save.
Oh, that's a sparkling save. Absolutely sparkling. His
Man
reflexes
United
were
flooding
ultra
forward in
sharp.
great numbers, and Newcastle now are really going to have to be careful of the counter-attack. They've gone on a man-to-man system here.
Has a hit!
Well done, goalkeeper. And we're just going to go into the game plan, into defensive instructions, and we're just going to tell them all out defence. I want to get everyone behind the ball
Tatibo.
in the event of Man United
Newcastle
getting hold of it.
need to hold on for a few more moments.
Here comes Coco.
Wan-Bissaka with the slide tackle there.
And that is the third tackle that Wan-Bissaka has put in, where he's taken the man.
That's not going far. Oh, really good feet. And the keeper's in command. Rashford.
Well, they're supposed to be chasing a goal, and yet there's no urgency or sense of awareness. They've got to wake up.
Added time is up.
Oof,
there
and that
goes the
will
whistle.
do.
Newcastle
Decent
hold on.
result for
It's a
Newcastle
narrow
going
squeak,
through to the
all
next
that
round of the FA Cup,
self-judgment.
knocking out
1-0
Manchester
the score in the final
United.
whistle. Your final thoughts, Jim?
Wan-Bissaka
Well,
has
a
gotten
result
away
which
with
owed
an
much to
absolute
pride
litany
and
of
craft,
fouls
Peter. Not
against
the
his man
prettiest of
Coco
wins,
today.
but
But
a very
Coco's the man that has the
professional
last
performance,
laugh,
I would
and
say.
good
And
lord,
a
the
clean
amount of
sheet, course,
space that he
is
had to
always
run
very
into.
welcome.
And it was this goal from Henriks that gave us that win. And I'd say we were good value for that win as well. 56% possession, more shots on target. We did give away more fouls, but I'm not counting. Bodmer playing pretty well for us today, only getting a 5.5. I thought that he did a much better job than that. The midfield in general was excellent, picking up loose balls, winning them back. Mandzukic, again, his lack of pace is really the only thing that counts against him. But if you've got a couple of pacey guys around him, then you can really take advantage of his positioning to just put the ball into the box and let him take the shot at the end. Pereira, absolutely anonymous for United, 4.0, and that's being generous. So let's see, Liverpool beat Fulham, Wolves beat Leicester, Newcastle of course through against Manchester United, Southampton in extra time beating Tottenham 2-1, Manchester City and West Ham have gone through against Watford and Chelsea respectively, Everton and Crystal Palace winning on penalties. And so looking at the updated bracket, we can see Newcastle United will play Southampton in the quarter-finals of the FA Cup, with either Liverpool or Wolverhampton Wanderers meeting us in the semis, if we get that far, which is entirely possible we won't. But anyway, that's going to do us for another episode, unless there's anything that comes up in the negotiations for us. No, there is nothing up in negotiations, so until next time, when we will be taking someone on. Let's see, we've got Brighton next, followed by Wolves, and then Arsenal. Okay, I think we'll come back for a double-header against Arsenal and then Watford, where we can wrap up what's gone on in the transfer window and have a look at any new players in and say goodbye to any players that have left us. Until then, thank you very much for watching, guys. Take care. I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.